What is up, my fellow traders? In this video, I want to be talking to you guys about advanced market structure, specifically strong highs and strong lows. So in market structure, there are corrections and impulses. A correction is defined as a relatively short-term movement of the market in the direction opposite of the main trend. And impulses are defined as a strong move whereby the market moves quite strongly, right? So this is what we're going to be talking about here today, which would be structure breaks and strong highs and strong lows. Now, this setup that we took in my Discord today on stream, which is a live trading session, the market structure told us what was up. It told us that price is likely to go higher based off of strong lows and strong highs. The advanced market structure that is pretty common in understanding, but not taught. It's taught by a few, but it's pretty common, I guess you could say. So if we look here and we analyze this price action, we had price come down, it made a lower low, and then price came up here and made a higher high right here. It took out this high specifically. Why? Because this high right here led to a lower low. So once this high broke here, right here, this became a strong low because this low led to a higher high. So when price came back down here, we should trust that this low is going to hold and price to push back up. Now you're probably like, huh? What in the world are you talking about? Let me break it down in a different way. So if price comes up to here, this is a strong high, you should expect it to hold. But as soon as price breaks above this high here, that makes this down here a strong low. Not this, because this high right here was a failure swing of it failed to go above here. Right? Here, let's make it a little bit simpler here. So it's simple higher highs and lower lows. So a bullish trend is only bullish as long as it's making higher highs and higher lows. As soon as this high is taken out here, this makes this a strong low. As soon as this high is taken out here, this makes this a strong low. So once you see price break above here, price comes back down, should expect this low to hold. Same goes, and the trend only ends once that pattern is broken. So price comes down, comes like here, makes a new higher high, making that the last one. You'll first see a failure swing here, but this is not. As soon as it goes below this one is not the low you need to be paying attention to. Why? Because it did not lead to a higher high. This one did. So it's the last low that led to a higher high that is your strong low. So once price breaks below this low here, then and only then is the trend changed. That's when you can be looking for a move back up. This becomes a strong low. Why? Because it broke that low and then that low. It broke a strong low, so then it makes it a strong high. So once price breaks below here, taking out that strong low, then comes back up, this now becomes your new strong high. And then you can short once it comes up into there, expecting a new lower low. This then becomes the new strong high. Price comes back up and continues, right? So in this example here, we had exactly what I was just teaching you guys happen. We had a lower low, taking out that low, that makes this a strong high. So then once price came up to here, broke it, that makes this a strong low. So when price came back down, boom, we have support in this area here. And then on top of that, you can use the micro structure inside of here to do the same thing, to kind of speed up the process. So we look down here, this was a strong high because it led to a new lower low. Price then failed to go below here, right here, failed to close below it. This makes this a weak high. We have another weak high, and now we're starting to make higher lows. So once price broke above here, it then becomes like a real change. A real change is taking place. I don't want to say change of character because I don't like the way that it's taught by some other people, but go like this, lower low. We have a high. Actually did make a little bit of a lower low there, but didn't close below. We need to see closes. So then price comes back up again, down. Now we made our first higher low. Boom. Now this move up broke not only that high, but both of these take out that internal structure there. So this becomes right here becomes your real change. And price drops down here. You could enter long here, take price up, targeting this high, because this high did not lead to a lower low. Therefore, it is a weak high, a high that we should expect to see broken. Regardless of liquidity, regardless of any of those other concepts, this is the advanced market structure you have to understand. Now in this example of price right here, I would only want to be bearish once I see this move fail, and then not here, but that low right there would be the one I would use. If price makes a lower low from there, then I would know that price comes back up to here, I can short it down to here. This is the higher time frame strong low here. So then I would expect this low to hold in here, and then I can take it back up again. Because on the higher time frame, this order flow is bullish, right? It's very bullish. But you can still use the microstructure within it to scalp, right? So the first thing that happens in a change of the market is you have a failure swing. Price drops down, fails to get above, price then goes below this weak low. This is a weak low, but then this is a strong low. Why? Because price came up, made a new higher high right there. So that's why when you saw price come down here, this low here held, and maybe it goes higher. That's why I'm still long. I'm still long until the order flow changes. Like, the order flow hasn't changed at all. You'll see people shorting in here, but they just don't understand market structure, so that's leading them to take very bad trades, which is not their fault. It's just they just haven't been taught correctly how the market works. They've been taught as long as it takes out some form of liquidity and then comes down, price takes out this low, it would then become bearish, right? But that's not accurate, not until it takes out this low here. And ideally not until it takes out this low here, because this low led to a higher high there, price came back down, this low led to a higher high, so you have two strong lows here, one weak low, and then now it's about to break the high, creating a new strong low that can be trusted on a pullback. So if this breaks above here, it then becomes a strong low. All right, guys, so here is price action now. So when I started the video, we talked about the area here, how I entered off of it based off the strong highs and strong lows. I want to show you though how I scaled out and how I was able to add back in, understanding the flow of the market. And this is not replay, guys. I want to make sure you realize that this is not replay. This is a live market in which I am trading, right, with risk on. So right here is where I sold to at the top here. And then once price pushed back up, made a low here, is when I went ahead and entered 2 more. And I bought 2 more there, understanding that this low here would hold, right? I understood that. I knew that. It was just going to happen here. So now that we're in expansion phase, I'm going to go ahead and scale out here some more. We have a high here that we definitely need to see pushed above if it's going to continue upward. Let me go ahead and let my Discord know that it's still pushing up. Like, this is how you do it. Like, I called for this area earlier today at the open of Asia session. So a lot of people be hating on Asia session, but they just don't understand how to trade. So if you want to trade it, you want to make money, you want to get funded, join me and I'll teach you guys how. If you don't want to join my Discord, even though you can join for free and then every Tuesday catch my stream, you can just do that. But even if you don't want to do that, but you want to get funded, make sure you guys check out my website, verifiedfundingcompanies.com. When I got into funding, there wasn't very many funding companies and I got burned several times. So I created a website where I guarantee the companies pay you out. If they don't, I'll step in and pay you out. That's huge, right? Like, if you're scared of these companies scamming you, like, I have a list of companies that I believe in. I met with owners. I've done the due diligence, and I continue to do the due diligence as time goes on because I have something to risk, right? You guys hit me up for payouts. I've had it happen when Apex went all crazy on us. I had a bunch of people hit me up, and I paid them. Why? Because I guarantee you I have a bunch of money set aside for this. So make sure you check out my website, use my codes, use my links, and I will guarantee the payouts. And then there we go. I'm going to scale out some more here. We're still in expansion phase here. And then this is how you trade Bitcoin. I do the same thing with Bitcoin too. I trade crypto. If you want to learn crypto, meme coins, or trading Nasdaq with funded accounts, let me know. And you don't have to let me know, just join up and I'll see you guys in the charts. Peace out.